Hi, good morning, everyone. This is Deborah. I've got my ring light on 20% and 3000K, whatever the hell that means. But today we're going to talk about my weight. Okay. I came from a Southern family where everything was fried. I mean, everything except the pies, right? Bacon, gravy, sausage, fried chicken, fried pork chops. Everything was fried. My mother had been always a little overweight, and I was very embarrassed about that. Now that I'm 70 years old, I realized I shouldn't have been. I didn't invite her to school functions when I was in elementary because I was so embarrassed. She did try to lose weight one time with Tops. It was like a Weight Watchers back in the 60s. She did lose a little, but one of her problems was she would taste as she's cooking. Yeah, she was a nibbler, right? I never saw her sitting around eating potato chips or anything like that. And she never drank and she never smoked. And if I did, I'd have the tar beat out of me, right? But my sister who's passed, she was, I think, like 5'10". She was very big boned. I think that's what they call it. She was big boned. And then I have another sister who is very petite. And then I have a brother and then a little sister who was always little until she was in a domestic situation. And I think that hurt her a lot with her weight. Now, two of my sisters as have gastric bypass. They were probably around, I'm just guessing, 400 pounds. Of course, the one who passed, she was a severe diabetic, so she had to watch her calorie or sugar intake constantly, and she was an RN. So she never had any surgeries like that. Her health was very, very bad. But I was always the littlest. And it hurts me when people say, "Oh, you're just overweight." No, if you compare it to my family, my son even said, "Mom, you don't eat enough." And I'm going, "Whoa." I've been down to a size 6 and a size 16. And that was because of my divorce. I stopped eating for 3 months. And when I was so skinny, I lost these and I lost my butt. I looked in the mirror one day and I prayed to God that I would get my appetite back. So blame it on God, right? Because I got my appetite back, or I was going to die. I mean, I had nothing. I drank Pepto-Bismol for 3 or 4 months. I have some jeans that I saved, and they were this wide, okay? That's a size 6, right? Or size 4, who in the hell knows? But my son gets after me, he says, "Mom, you don't eat enough." Okay, so fast forward to now. I would not recommend gastric bypass for anyone. It caused so many issues with both of my sisters. I will not get into that. That is private for them. But sometimes it's not successful. Sometimes you go to another addiction. This is proven. I'm not making this up. It is facts, okay? But now that I got diagnosed with a fatty liver, and it's not from alcohol, people, so get that out of your mind. I might have 4, maybe 5 beers in a 30-day period, and then even that's rare. But then I found out I had gallstones. Well, if I eat anything that's fattening, now I wake up with horrible pains. So I now have to adjust my eating habits. And yes, it's fruits and vegetables and lean meats, chicken, fish, whatever. I decided not to eat pork I don't know, for other reasons I won't get into, but changing your diet at my age is a real huge thing. And let's see, I did get a tummy tuck because when I was a size 16, I lost a lot of weight, and then I decided to get a tummy tuck. I had it done maybe 17 years ago. This is when it was first coming popular. I don't think my plastic surgeon was had done too many, but I don't regret that. And I've had lipo, and I don't regret that. But yeah, so changing your diet at my age is a huge feat for me, because I've always ate exactly what I wanted, and now I can't. It's kind of depressing. But there is this gentleman that I found last night on Instagram, and he gets it. And I'm going to put his screen name or a picture of him at the end of this video. He is so knowledgeable of what it takes to change your eating habits. I got a little lazy because I had 5 major surgeries. I had both hips done. I have six rods in my back, and the next year or two I'll probably have my knee replacement. So that kind of does a number on you for exercising. Plus, when I was working at Walgreens, I walked two miles a day. That's no joke, just inside the store. And so there was my exercise. Now I do a lot of yard work. Yesterday I worked outside for 2 hours just on one flower bed. And so I do get exercise, like bending and stooping and stuff like that. Now, I remember one time when I was going to a Easter Seal charity ball, I went to Regency Square in Richmond. I don't even know if they have that anymore, but I walked, I think, maybe 10 miles throughout the store looking for the right dress to wear to the formal charity ball. And I think I lost 6 pounds in 2 days. Yes, just walking. Walking is the best exercise for sure. I did have some exercise equipment, but when my knee started hurting, I put it up in the attic because I don't want to accelerate the knee problem more than I already do. But I still mow my grass. I think I'm doing pretty well for everything that I've been through. But my father was 6'4.5". At one time, his waist was 54 inches because I remember measuring him. And then he had a stroke and he lost all the weight because all he did was walk around the house. So my mother gave him a feather duster since he was walking anyway. But yeah, my weight has always been bothersome to me because I do have to watch every calorie. I mean, I really do. I do have a terrible sweet tooth, and that's what's got me. So for some reason, I can't even go to sleep at night unless I have something sweet, just one little piece of candy or a Jolly Rancher, just something. I don't know what caused that. I don't know. But so that's my story about my weight. It is, I do know that when I was in high school in 1973 is when I graduated, everybody was skinny. There was maybe one overweight child in the whole school. That was it, you know. I do like listening to Senator Kennedy. He's trying to get all these preservatives and junk and crap out of our food and the red dyes, etc., etc. It's about time, because in the U.S., we have food on the shelves at the grocery store that has been banned in many, many other countries. So you need to be intelligent about reading labels. In the old days, I would read how many calories. But then when I started reading the label, it says that's per serving. There could be 5 servings in that product. Then you times that by the calories. I think that is a lot of mistakes that a lot of people make. They look at that and they don't realize that is per serving. So I'll keep you abreast, and I think that's it. And thanks for watching, and hit the notification button, the subscribe button, and the like button. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Thanks for listening. Bye.